Look around your home. The woven mats, the clay pots, the carved wooden stools. These are engineered tools. They serve as a record of how our ancestors solved the problems of daily life using the resources around them. To understand these objects, we divide them into two categories. Functional art, like an encono or clay pot, is made for utility and survival. Decorative art, like a beaded necklace, is created for ceremony, beauty, and signifying status within the community. It is important to remember that beauty does not erase utility. A grain basket might feature complex, colorful patterns, but because its primary job is carrying and storing food, it is categorized as functional art. Learning to read these objects as a visual language allows us to see the specific history and technical skill built into everyday items. Traditional Ugandan artists did not order their materials from a factory, they harvested them directly from the land. This means the local ecosystem dictated the specific art forms a community could produce. This creates the cultural art cycle. Available natural materials dictate the artistic process. This process produces an object of cultural significance, and the skills used to create it are preserved through generations. We see this in the wetland areas around Lake Victoria and Lake Kyoga. The abundance of papyrus and reeds naturally led to the development of advanced basketry and mat making. In highland and savanna areas, the resources change. Here, the availability of rich clay and iron ore fostered the growth of pottery and smithing. Every artifact is a physical map of its maker's environment. You cannot separate the cultural object from the ecosystem it was grown in. The patterns on these objects are called motifs. They are a visual communication system recording identity, status, or regional geography. Specific shapes act as a record of the landscape. A zigzag pattern might represent the hills of Kigezi, lake ripples, or a family lineage. To analyze any artifact, use the three lenses of observation. First, look at the material. What is it made of? Second, the technique. How is it put together? And third, the purpose. What problem does it solve? Now, try it yourself. Pause the video and apply these three lenses to this Karamojong headrest. Based on the material, technique, and purpose, is this functional or decorative art? Using these three lenses changes how you observe your surroundings. You begin to recognize the specific technical and design decisions made by an artist in every object you encounter. The headrest is carved from wood and designed to protect elaborate hairstyles during sleep. Because it serves the practical purpose of a pillow, it is functional art. While these techniques are ancient, the culture they belong to is a dynamic process that adapts to modern challenges. Today, artists merge tradition with innovation. By applying ancient weaving techniques to recycled plastic, they keep traditional skills relevant while addressing modern environmental waste. To summarize, cultural heritage provides identity, and the environment dictates the materials available. We use the three lenses to decode objects, and we recognize motifs as a visual language. Mastering these frameworks provides a toolkit for analysis and innovation. Use these lenses to investigate your environment and keep these craft traditions moving forward.